So a few days ago on my Instagram and Facebook accounts, I posted a poll and asked a very interesting question. This was the question: what worries you most about public speaking? And I got so many wonderful, interesting responses. Fear, of course, was top of the list. There were other things such as lack of confidence, going blank, not speaking competently, comparison to others who are doing much better, time management, preparing the opening and the conclusions, and somebody also said not doing justice to the topic that's given. And by the way, if you think you need help with improving your speaking skills, I have a link in the description to a resource that I'm building. Make sure you are on that list so when the resource is ready and built, you will be notified. But these struggles that my friends shared with me are all real struggles. I experience those struggles too. When we are pushed to give the presentation, we go through these struggles. But just imagine, what if nobody pushed you to speak? Would you care to speak voluntarily? Or are you crippled with fear? Would you like to develop the skill and the confidence of presenting your thoughts well to a group of people? Or let me put it this way. If you improved your speaking and communication, would it help you in reaching your goals faster? What kind of results will you see? Just think of it for a second. It's common misunderstanding that we think only certain people are actually born with the ability to speak really well. We think that only a subset, a small set of population is bestowed with the talent to connect well, whether it's speaking smoothly and effortlessly or powerfully to create a bigger outcome, whatever kind of speaking it is. But the actual truth is, anyone can learn how to make every communication an opportunity for a powerful connection. Anyone can learn that. Just pause and think about your favorite personality. What is it that makes that powerful connection with you? Is it how they speak? The sad thing is, most of us shy away from this one skill that can actually make a huge difference in our lives. It can drastically improve the results in our life, whether it's in your career or in your business or in your ministry. Communicating and connecting can absolutely be taught. It's not like if you have it, that's great, but if you don't have it, you just have to stay a boring person all your life. It's not like that. Developing can actually take some time and effort because it is truly a transformative process, and you will become a different person at the end of it. And yes, you probably will also need a mentor or a coach to come alongside of you and help you and guide you. But learning it is not very difficult. Learning some of the principles and practices of communication can definitely do more for you than any other skill. Now, I made a decision to invest in improving my speaking when I had no invitations, no opportunities, and to be honest, I didn't even have a clear idea of how I'm going to use it. And if I'm completely transparent with you, I didn't even have the money to make the investment of thousands of dollars into developing my speaking. But one thing I knew is my vision for life involved people, and I wanted to learn how to talk and communicate to them. But what I never anticipated was how wonderful the process of learning that would be. It changed me as a person, it boosted my confidence, it changed my daily habits, and it also helped me surround myself with a huge community of action takers. And it also did so much more that I'm not going to go into right now. But thinking back, the whole process was totally worth the investment of my money, time, and effort I put into it. And in this book, Everyone Communicates and Few Connect, John Maxwell actually talks about 4 commonly made mistakes in speaking, and I'm going to give you a quick rundown of it because if you are interested in public speaking or if you're interested in improving your speaking skills, these 4 tips will absolutely help you. This can be applied to teaching a small group, giving presentations to large or small audiences. It can be used in public speaking in any setting, even virtual, like how it's happening right now. And you can even apply it to one-on-one communication, especially in circumstances circumstances or situations where you want the audience to take an action on something. Maybe you just preached a sermon on gratitude and you want everyone to start a gratitude journal, something along those lines. You want people to take action. Or maybe you are a salesperson and you're aiming for a certain kind of outcome. Maybe you want them to buy a product that you are presenting. When you want to influence a certain kind of outcome, or maybe you are the leader of a group and you want to cast a certain kind of vision, these 4 tips are absolutely crucial and important. The first thing is preparation. I know it feels like an old one, but it's a very important tip. For a long time I had this crazy dream when I was growing up of going to this exam location testing center and showing up without any preparation. Arrive to a test with no preparation at all. It's scary, isn't it? Being unprepared as a communicator or speaker is inexcusable, and actually not being confident is related to most times not being prepared enough. You prepare a little bit, but you show up with not enough preparation. How many times have you showed up at events where you were supposed to speak or give a small talk or give an introduction, and you find yourselves not prepared enough? You just beat yourself up thinking that if I had half an hour more, I would have cleaned this speech up. Not being prepared actually hits your confidence more than anything. If you're prepared, it actually helps take care of that stage fright. Now, if you struggle with deep fear of standing in front of people, I highly recommend you go there putting in extra effort in preparation. Some of that fear is going to be taken care of. The second thing you need to do is be committed. I used to have a chemistry teacher back in intermediate, which is my 11th grade. She always would come into the class, and right before she took attendance, she would just sigh and loudly say, "Oh, why did I choose this career? I wanted to become a doctor, but I ended up becoming a teacher." And which to us as students, it translated as, "I hate my job. I don't want to be here. I'd rather be somewhere else." Connecting always requires commitment. Now, you don't require commitment to simply say something, but it definitely requires energy and commitment to move someone, to impact someone. You can just talk and make no impact, but if you really do want to make a significant impact and connect with people, either it's one-on-one or even to a large group of people, it requires a lot of energy and commitment. And the interesting thing is, you will never find great communicators who are so low on energy. And just for a moment, think of your favorite speaker or communicator. You will notice that they're all high energy people who are completely committed to their tribe, completely committed to their work. There are low energy people who try to communicate, but they hardly can make an impact. The third thing you need to do is be interesting. No matter how great the content of your message is, if it is not interesting, you will absolutely lose the attention of your audience. And this also implies if your audience is just one person or thousands of people. So how do you make your message more interesting? Well, the simple step is connecting through your own story. How has the content you are sharing changed you or impacted you? People would be interested to know about that than you simply standing there and presenting pure content. They want to know how has it changed you. Otherwise, what you're sharing is simply going to be like a book report. The fourth thing is be comfortable. We all have seen or even on occasion been that person who is just so uncomfortable that even the audience start feeling it. When we are uncomfortable, we make it seem like there is just any place in the world we'd rather be, but not on the stage. Knowing who we are and being comfortable in our own skin is absolutely necessary if you want to be a great communicator. Just accepting who we are, who God has made us to be, and believing that what we have to share has value in it. That's absolutely essential in rising up to be a comfortable presenter. Now, from experience, let me tell you, it won't happen in a day or two. It takes time, it takes practice, but you have to keep cracking that shell and come out with persistence. You have to come out of that shell. Speaking confidently will do more for your career than pretty much any other skill. That is hands down. But let me ask you, what fears do you think you need to overcome if you should become a good presenter? Anything God has called you to do will require your confidence and overcoming fear. Are you willing to learn this amazing skill? Only you can tell if you need to improve it. And if you like to be coached, I have a link down below. Please make sure you're on that list. And remember, be unafraid and you will become undefeated. Thank you so much. I'll see you again next week.